New languages, new you. Kotoba camp.
Facial.
Facial.
Relating to or affecting the face, of or pertaining to the face. A beauty treatment for the face.
面部的、脸部的、面部护理。
Distinct facial features in primates evolved for social communication. Subtle facial muscles control precise emotional expressions.
Ancient Egyptian art depicted facial proportions with mathematical precision.
Mirror neurons activate when observing facial expressions of others.
Bone structure determines facial symmetry and aesthetic perception.
Facially.
Facially.
Facial recognition patterns vary across different ethnic groups. Faceless.
Faceless. Urban crowds create faceless masses in metropolitan centers.
Visage, countenance, mien, expression.
面容、面貌、面部表情、表情。
Hidden, concealed, masked, obscured.
隐藏的、遮蔽的、蒙面的、模糊的。
Fairly.
Fairly.
In a fair, just, or reasonable manner, to a moderately high degree.
公平的、公正的、相当的、颇。
Ancient Greek city-states distributed resources fairly among their citizens. Honeybees divide nectar-gathering duties fairly among colony members.
Mountain glaciers have fairly consistent melting patterns each spring.
Coral reefs maintain fairly stable temperatures in tropical waters.
Photosynthesis occurs fairly uniformly across healthy leaf surfaces.
Fairness.
Fairness.
Natural ecosystems demonstrate fairness in resource distribution. Fair-minded.
Fair-minded. DNA replication maintains fair-minded distribution of genetic material.
Justly, equitably, reasonably, impartially.
公正的、公平的、合理的、公允地。
Unfairly, unjustly, inequitably, prejudicially.
不公平的、不公正的、不公的、偏颇的。
Fasten.
Fasten.
To fix or join securely, to make or become fixed firmly in position.
系紧、扣住、固定、使固定。
Mussels fasten themselves to rocks using strong protein threads. Ivy vines fasten to walls through tiny adhesive roots.
Sea anemones fasten their bases to coral reefs.
Eagles fasten twigs and branches to build sturdy nests.
Silk moths fasten their cocoons to tree branches.
Fastener.
Fastener.
Burrs act as natural fasteners in seed dispersal. Fastening.
Fastening. Spiderwebs rely on precise fastening points for stability.
Secure, attach, connect, bind.
固定、连接、连结、绑定。
Loosen, detach, unfasten, release.
松开、分离、解开、释放。
Fault.
Fault.
A defect or imperfection, a fracture in rock formation, responsibility for something wrong. To find error or blame.
缺陷、瑕疵、断层、过错、责任、挑剔、指责。
Earthquakes occur when pressure builds up along fault lines. Volcanic activity often emerges through deep fault zones.
Birds instinctively avoid nesting near active fault areas.
Ancient pottery reveals faults in clay composition.
Natural pearls with faults sell at lower market prices.
Faulty.
Faulty.
Faulty seeds fail to germinate in spring planting. Faultless.
Faultless. Wild roses bloom faultless in mountain meadows.
Defect, flaw, imperfection, error.
缺陷、瑕疵、不完美、错误。
Perfection, excellence, flawlessness, accuracy.
完美、卓越、无瑕、准确。
Fellow.
Fellow.
A member of a group with shared interests, a companion or associate, sharing a particular activity, quality, or condition.
同伴、伙伴、同事、会员，共同的、同样的。
Migratory birds communicate with fellow travelers during long journeys. Honeybees dance to guide fellow workers to nectar sources.
Ancient marine creatures shared symbiotic relationships with fellow species.
Wolf packs maintain strong bonds with fellow pack members.
Primates display complex social behaviors with fellow group members.
Fellowship.
Fellowship.
Dolphins exhibit remarkable fellowship within their pods. Fellowman.
Fellowman. Early human societies developed tools to assist fellowmen in hunting.
Companion, associate, colleague, peer.
同伴、伙伴、同事、同柴。
Stranger, outsider, foreigner, alien.
陌生人、局外人、外国人、外来者。
File.
File.
A collection of documents or data, a tool for smoothing or shaping. To submit documents, to smooth or shape with a tool.
文件、档案、锉刀、提交文件、错评、磨光。
DNA sequence files contain crucial genetic markers for endangered species. Ice core samples in Antarctica contain files of atmospheric data spanning millennia.
Each fossilized bone fragment requires its own detailed file in the collection.
Digital files of bird migration patterns reveal changing climate impacts.
Ancient Sumerian clay tablets serve as the earliest known filing system.
Filing.
Filing.
Rock strata contain natural files of Earth's geological history. Filed.
Filed. Seed banks maintain filed specimens from extinct plant varieties.
Record, document, register, archive.
记录、文件、登记、存档。
discard, delete, destroy, erase.
丢弃、删除、销毁、抹去。
Fin.
Fin.
A flattened appendage of a fish or marine animal used for propulsion and balance.
鱼鳍、鳍状物。
Shark fins contain flexible cartilage that enables rapid directional changes. Tuna species evolve streamlined fins for high-speed swimming.
Fossil records show primitive fins in early aquatic vertebrates.
Dolphins' dorsal fins serve as thermal regulators in cold waters.
Ancient fish developed modified fins for movement in shallow waters.
Finned.
Finned.
Prehistoric finned creatures dominated Earth's early oceans. Finlet.
Finlet. Small finlets behind the dorsal fin aid in reducing water turbulence.
Flipper, paddle, wing, sail.
起桨、翼、帆。
Limb, appendage, leg, arm.
肢、腹肢、腿、臂。
Finalize.
Finalize.
To complete or conclude something, to put into final form.
完成、结束、最终确定。
DNA sequencing protocols must be finalized before genetic analysis begins. Ancient pottery techniques took centuries to finalize into standard methods.
Quantum mechanics equations took decades to finalize into current form.
Neural pathways finalize their connections during early development.
Climate models require extensive data to finalize accurate predictions.
Finalization.
Finalization.
Chromosome mapping requires careful finalization of genetic markers. Finalized.
Finalized. Finalized carbon dating results revealed new insights about human migration.
Complete, conclude, settle, establish.
完成、结束、解决、确立。
Begin, initiate, start, commence.
开始、发起、启动、助手。
Fitness.
Fitness.
The condition of being physically strong and healthy, the ability to survive and reproduce in a particular environment.
健康状况、适应度、生存繁衍能力。
Polar bears' thick blubber layer determines their fitness in Arctic conditions. Dessert plants demonstrate remarkable fitness through water-storing tissues.
Mountain goats' hoof structure enhances their fitness on steep terrain.
Honeybees' dance patterns indicate colony fitness and food availability.
Deep-sea creatures maintain metabolic fitness under extreme pressure.
Fitted.
Fitted.
Cave-dwelling fish show fitted adaptations to lightless environments. Fittest.
Fittest. Arctic foxes' white winter coats ensure their fittest survival state.
Adaptation, suitability, capability, health.
适应性、适合性、能力、健康。
weakness, unsuitability, incapability, illness.
虚弱、不适合、无能、疾病。
Flag.
Flag.
To mark or identify something for attention or action, a signal or indicator of a condition.
标记、识别、信号、指示器。
Genetic markers flag specific DNA sequences that control protein synthesis in cells. Unusual mineral deposits in sedimentary layers flag ancient environmental changes.
Chemical indicators flag the precise moment when neutralization occurs in acid-base reactions.
Certain behavioral patterns flag potential developmental disorders in early childhood.
Ancient pottery fragments flag the presence of sophisticated trading networks.
Flagging.
Flagging.
Flagging oxygen levels in marine environments indicate ecosystem stress. Flagged.
Flagged. Unusual isotope ratios flagged the meteorite's extraterrestrial origin.
Signal, indicate, mark, identify.
信号、指示、标记、识别。
Overlook, ignore, disregard, miss.
忽视、忽略、漠视、错过。
Well done. Take a break and remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let's keep our learning motivation fresh.
A different language is a different vision of life.